relationships can be like chess matches. I hate chess. I like checkers because in checkers you can only move forward, unless you're the king, which, fair enough, the king can move anywhere. In chess, you have to be able to pretend to use one strategy long enough that your opponent buys it, by which time you've figured out their strategy and have implemented the appropriate tactics to secure their downfall. I make my move too early. Maybe not early enough. I made my move 3 years ago, when Kara still had a boyfriend. She said she would eventually break up with him for me. But Kara is the type of person who would never commit enough to move the pawn 2 spaces on the first try. So basically I got 1 space. She moved 1 space for me. Sometime later, she was still dating him, and I asked her when she would break up with him. In like a week? She said a week is too short. It's like a day. That kills me. She actually said that. A week is like a day. So time passed, and I'm still frustrated, but in a different way now. I'd like to think I'm the knight, but it's a lot easier to relate to the pawn sometimes. Don't you understand? You can talk to me. See, we all play this sort of chess game, but so few of us actually know the rules. Except for the ladies. They all seem to somehow know the rules to this game. I don't understand how, but it's like they somehow have this psychic ability when it comes to chess, or if they're just sort of throwing me a bone in some situations. I mean, I've had matches where I feel like I should move forward and crush them at that point because they made such a simple amateur mistake, but then I don't know if I should because they're a girl, and then I don't want to like defeat them terribly and make them feel bad about themselves because I'm probably attracted to them, and that's why I'm playing chess with them in the first place. But then it becomes this whole loop that they take advantage of, which makes me think I wonder if they did that in the first place just to do that. But it's like if you don't know the rules, and I mean the layers and layers of rules when it comes to chess and that, not just the surface rules. It's so easy to mistake a strong move for your own fatal blow.
What?
Steve the Moise, man.
Louise.
Bitches say please, but my name is still Steve.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing, man. Just pondering the meaning of this hard life I've had.
Hard life you've had. Just curious. How can you measure how hard your life is if it's the only life you've ever lived?
You know, trouble with girls is not the only thing in life that makes it hard.
That's true. And in most cases, it is but one girl who brings hard times on every guy in the neighborhood.
Maybe all the guys in the neighborhood shouldn't go after the same girl.
Well, maybe some girls are just teases.
That was either quite meaningful or steezily meaningless.
Meaningless.
I don't know what just happened.
Did you two hook up since you broke off with the guy who we don't mention anymore because doing so would bring about the situation where everyone is really quiet except for me. So I just stopped talking and walk away, letting my voice trail off.
You know, Tony knows that you broke it off with. You know.
Yeah.
So you're with Tony now?
Well, maybe.
So what are you?
Right now, we're nothing. I mean, I guess. Sort of. We were gonna talk about it tonight, and I hope we still will. Can you excuse me?
Yeah.
What was that? What is this?
Check.
I couldn't handle it in there.
You couldn't handle that?
I know, sorry.
You can't just be a prick to me, and that's it. You gotta tell me what's happening. You gotta tell me what this is. Why are you being so mean to me?
Check.
Well, I really like you, but I started thinking that maybe this isn't going to work, so I was trying to distance myself to make it easier.
Why couldn't you just tell me what's going on? You could have been civil about it.
Civil? You clearly don't understand. There's nothing civil about it. I wasn't thinking straight. I'm crazy for you. I'm in love with you. I was in love.
Checkmate. There reaches a point in every chess match where I want to do that move where you switch your king with your knight. You know that sort of your last resort, that ace up your sleeve, but I look down and I've already moved my knight.
Where are you going?
For a walk.
Can I come?
So long as you understand it's a no talking walk.
What?
What?
What's wrong now?
That's exactly it now. I can't continue this relationship with you without considering everything that went before. Everything that went wrong. And I'm supposed to believe that now everything will be right?
Well, why can't you?
What? Is this like some final stage of You've got me up against a wall. And there's this voice in your head saying, "Finish him!" So it's like you're winding up and you just... Sorry, Whoa. Sorry, Steve, sorry.
Why did you bite your thumb at him?
What?
You bit your thumb at me?
I did not bite my thumb.
Stop biting your thumb at him.
Stop biting your thumb, man.
I'm not biting my thumb.
You didn't bite your thumb.
I bit my thumb, but I didn't bite it at you.
Yes, you did. You bit it at him.
Do you quarrel with me?
I quarrel with the fact that you just used that word. Never mind. Sorry. I just...
Smokes.
You don't understand how this works. You can't just... You need to learn this lesson. And as much as I want you to learn it for us to continue on, the only way for you to learn it is if we don't.
What about our love being the fireworks that illuminated the heavens? Doesn't seem like that's what this is, so what's this all for?
For consideration. Maybe you can be inconsiderate of everything that brought us to this point, but I'm like a traveler. And I know where I'm going because I know where I've been. I've pulled out my map and marked all my past mistakes, and I know what has brought me to this point. If I turn around, I'm just gonna run right into them.
Please, at this very important moment in our relationship, Can you withhold the analogies and tell me something about us?
That's just it. I don't know if there is an us. You see, all these years I knew you were the one. I knew it. And I wasn't going to be so foolish as to lose a magnificent opportunity through impatience, so I waited. Well, you dated that guy for the fun of it. I waited. Because you told me I was the one. I waited. You said you were going to break up with him for me. So I waited. For 3 years, 2.5 more than any sane man would. I waited. Because finally, you could be mine. I waited. I thought about that. That you were going to break up with him because you liked me so much. So much. But how much could you really like me if you were willing to let me wait for 3 years? One last analogy for you. I'm gunpowder, and you're my flame. Fireworks are great for those brief, fleeting moments. After that,
After that, what?
after that, they are nothing.
Stalemate. Fuck.
Yeah, DJ Linebeats taught me how to crump.